Hi there. Today I want to show you how to make your own rosemary oil and amla. This oil is good for your hair and your skin. As you can see here, I have my own natural rosemary that I grow at my backyard, and I'm just preparing it. It's dried. I had dried it for some time and I made sure it's completely dry. The reason why you dry it is because you don't want any water in the oil because it's gonna make it moldy. So the first thing is just get your rosemary if you grow or if you get some from the shop. Make sure it's dry, and like you can see this stick right here. I just take it off, and then I have it in this container. As you can see, I have a lot of it in this container. So the next step I'm gonna do is to grind it. I'm gonna use my blender to grind it, and after I grind it, I'm gonna mix it with the avocado oil, and I'll also add some castor oil. So rosemary is good for you. It has good properties for your hair, your skin, antioxidant. And like you see, I have the Amla powder. I bought it at the store. Mostly I buy it from the Indian store. And now you can see here, I have it grounded already. This is in powder now. This is good for making tea, but in this case, we are just making the oil. So we're gonna let it in this dry bottle. Make sure the bottle is clean and dry, again to avoid molding, and because oil and water, they don't go together, and because it's gonna be in a space, you don't want any bacteria that can be introduced by the water. So the next step, I'm just gonna put this powdered rosemary in this container right here, and then I'll leave it on the counter for some time, maybe 24 hours and I made a mess there. I'm just gonna use a paper towel to protect the surface. I don't want to make more mess. Then I'm gonna put the amla powder after this, and this amla powder is edible. Everything I have here is edible, and as you can see, I have my avocado oil. This is 100% organic and non-GMO, and it's extra virgin oil. So now I'm gonna put the rosemary in this bottle, my glass bottle. Always use the glass because you don't want the plastic lynching on your oil. So I've already put my rosemary in this bottle, and then as you can see, it's dry. Now I'm gonna add the amla powder. Amla, you can eat that. They grow as green berries and then they are dried. This one is dried. The best one is dried. It's very high in vitamin C. And it's good antioxidant. Both rosemary and amla are good antioxidants. They are good both for your skin. I take them both internally because this is rosemary that I grow in my garden. I use it for teas, and it's a good also. It has many properties that are beneficial to your body. So I'm gonna mix these two. As you can see here, I'm gonna put the amla powder in the bottle. As you can see, I'll put quite a few scoop, maybe 3 or more, because I have a lot of rosemary. But again, I don't want it to feel too much in the bottle, so I'm just gonna put enough for now, and then if need be, I'm gonna add some more. So always make sure it's well sealed because you don't want the air to get in there. Like I say, you can buy this from your health food store. So now I'm gonna add the avocado oil. I need to get a spatula to mix them well, just to make sure. Well, I found this bottle cleaner, but anyway, I'll get a spatula once I put the oil in. I'm just making sure here that the amla powder and the rosemary powder is well mixed, as you can see. And then I'm just gonna add the oil once this is done. So let's go ahead and put the oil. You can get the oil of your choice. My choice here is avocado oil because that's what I had readily available, but also the coconut oil is good. Both have great benefits for your skin and your scalp. All these things are edible. The goal here is to minimize the chemicals that goes to your body. As we know, skin is the largest mouth consumption. So just add the oil. And now as you can see, the oil I put is quite enough. It's almost full. I'm gonna get a spatula because this thing is not as deep. Remember, your skin is the biggest mouth. So whatever you touch, whatever you apply to your skin, you have endocrine cells that aid in metabolism and all that. So you absorb everything that you put on your skin. So like you can see here, I'm just mixing it together, and I'll make sure that it's well distributed every corner of the bottle, and I'm gonna shake it at the end just to make sure all the particles they are well mixed with the oil. So I'm gonna add some more avocado oil because it's like halfway, but I'll also add some more amla, and as you can see, I also have castor oil which I'm gonna add to the mix. So I'm gonna put in a little bit of amla because I feel I have enough space for that. You can never go wrong with any natural substance. So that's the amla. I think that's enough for now. And then I'll add the castor oil. This is extra virgin. It's all 100% organic. And as I say, always good to buy your oils in glass bottles because you avoid the leaching of the plastic into your oils. And as we know now, plastics have become problematic because we have the microplastics that get into our body streams, and our bodies don't know how to process this microplastic. They've become a nuisance and also a health hazard to our bodies. So going back to the basics, the glass is always, you can never go wrong with glass. So I'm stirring it again because I added that castor oil and the amla just to make sure it mixed. I'll put some more avocado oil just to fill it up as much as I can. As you can see here, making sure I have enough space because I mean it's not a fermentation process, but I don't want to fill it all the way. But I think I'll add a little bit more of castor oil. And then in the end, this is frankincense. Once I finish the process, because I'm gonna leave these for two days so that the oil can completely mix. And this is lavender. I'll add those two in the end product. I'll come back to show you. So I think I might add some more. Yeah, I'm gonna add some more castor oil, and I'll add a little bit more of olive. I don't know why I keep saying olive. This is avocado oil. So you see my bottle there is almost full. So that's enough for now. And this oil is gonna go for a while. Of late, I've been making my own lotions. So I'm gonna add this oil also into my lotion and any other product. But this is good for your hair. Your hair is an extension of from your skin, so it's also good for your skin. So as you can see now, I'm done. I'm just gonna shake it a little bit. I'm just making sure I get all the oil that is on this spatula. So that's done, and I'm just gonna cover it, and then I'll shake it a little bit, and I'll leave it in the counter. Another way you can speed the process is just getting a double boiler. And how you do that, you just get a pan, put some water, get the paper towel, put it on the bottom, and then just put this oil inside to boil. You can leave it there to boil for like 2 hours or so, and then you can sieve it after that if you're in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry in making this, so I'm gonna leave mine on the counter for the next few days, 2 days at least, so that to make sure I get the whole properties absorbed in the oil, and then I'll sieve it and I'll show you the next product once I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. You can get these products from your health food store or wherever you buy your products, but it's always a preference to buy them from while they're in glass bottles. Thank you so much. God bless.